Hey guys, Megan with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at something that I don't know if I'm going to continue or not. Today we're going to be taking a look at what I call operator loadout boxes. And what these are is pretty simple. It's a loadout box from the operators of Rainbow Six Siege. It was all relatively self-explanatory in the whole title itself. But it's basically their entire loadout crammed into a box itself. I only have two of them made right now, and that's because I'm unsure if I want to continue this or not for various different reasons. So we can go ahead and take a look. So the first one we have is this. This is the operator case for Sledge from Rainbow Six Siege. And as you can see, it's a box that has a top half and a bottom half. I've used this box before, in particular for the Sidewinder Advanced Sniper Rifle from Quicksilver Industries. It was a really nice looking box, and I decided that it would be cool if I took and used it instead for what you see in front of you. So if we stuff all of the operator loadout into it. So it's a little hard to see in certain parts because the case is in metallic black, and then other parts are in metallic black, or other parts are in black. But I'll point them out as I go and kind of discuss a little bit about this. So the first things first is this top section up here. All of the magazines and ammunition that you see are actually appropriate to the in-game count. So these are 30 round magazines. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is 21. So there are 210 rounds in these magazines, which is the close to the amount that you have actually in game. Because I don't think it's exactly 210. I think it's like 213 or something like that. I don't know. But I have based how much ammunition we have specifically on each gun itself. So you can see that you have 7 magazines for the L85. You have, I want to say 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 30 rounds for the shotgun, which is actually wrong because I believe it's 29. But it's straight blasphemy to have this nice looking row of shotgun shells and then just have one missing out of the row of shotgun shells because of the in-game number. So I took a hit there and I just added one more. You have 4 magazines for the SIG PT26 right here. And then you have 5 magazines for the SMG 11, which is right here. We have the 2 frag grenades, and then we have the 3 stun grenades, as well as the Kraber sledgehammer in the case as well. Mossberg 590, L85 A2, I believe. SMG 11, Jim's SIG PT26, and then these actually all retain the attachments as well. So you have the ACOG, because there's only one ACOG on the entire loadout because for the L85. Then you have all 3 of the red dots, 3 of the holographics, 3 of the small red dots, the laser modules, the grips, the suppressors, extended barrel, and then there's even more stuff down here that's covered up by the wall. But everything in my mind was supposed to go in the case for the operator. So like, let's say that the operator, because you know Rainbow Six Siege is, well, Rainbow Six as an organization is all about rapid response to a terrorist action, you know, in all sorts of different places. So if they were being shipped on an airplane, they would just have to pick up this one crate and then take it with them on the airplane, and it would have everything in it that they would need for that particular operation. So you have all the sights, all your attachments that you would need for the weapon. So maybe for this operation you need the ACOG. Well, you got it. Maybe for this operation you don't need the ACOG and you need another sight. Well, you got every other sight that you can attach in game. Maybe you need a suppressor. Well, you got it. Maybe you don't need a suppressor. Then you don't need it. You've got the foregrips, the extended barrels. Everything that you need is all right here in the case. That's kind of the lore behind the game as well, or behind the case. I've talked about this before in my EDP standard issue, but I also believe that there would be some super futuristic system inside of the case itself that would hold everything in place, so you don't need any foam or anything. But some people don't like that idea. Some people do. I personally think it's a great idea because it's cool, really. So this is the first of the two. The only other one that I have is Thatcher's case, which you can see here. So I kind of wanted to vary each and every single one of the cases themselves so that it's not all the same every single time you look at it. So this is Thatcher's. Obviously, his loadout is slightly different. You have his 3 EMP grenades up here, 4 magazines for his SIG P226, 30 rounds of shotgun ammunition for his Mossberg 590A1. You have 7 magazines for the AR-33, and then you have 7 magazines for the L85A2. You have his Claymore, and then you have his 3 breaching charges. So this is all held inside of the case as it should be. Again, this is all relatively nice and neat and organized. You have all of the sights for it here as well. So you have the red dots, EOTechs, other red dots, 2 ACOGs, the suppressors and laser aiming modules, all available on the case as well. I'd like to give a shout out to the community AR-15 project because I grabbed the ACOGs and the small red dots as well as the laser aiming modules and the grips from the community AR-15 project from my different usernames Discord. I'm slowly but surely going to go back through and probably remake my own out of everything, but until that time comes, I will be using the community AR-15 files instead. So this is what you can see here. This concept is a really cool concept. I've only done it for 2 attackers because the other loadouts that I would have, that I have done right now, would be, for the SAS, I should say, are obviously Mute and Smoke. And I would have to try to cram a lot more into the case that I'm not entirely sure I would be able to fit into the case. I know for a fact I can't fit the deployable shield in here, so I wasn't really too concerned about trying to fit that in here. But then for Mute, I have his Mute jammers, which are relatively big, so I'm not entirely sure if I would be able to fit those in here. I know for a fact I could get Smoke's smoke canisters in here. I'm not too worried about that. But then I have bob wire that I also need to try to fit in here. And I don't know if I would be able to fit everything in here with all that extra stuff crammed in here like that. So this type of idea might be something that only I do for attackers for Rainbow Six Siege, because attacker gadgets tend to be less bulky. But it's just one of those things where we'll see as time progresses. This might be something that I'll never do again. I'm not entirely too sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. I'll see you guys later in another YouTube video. Thanks for watching.